Hey guys, that's your Commander today, Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way today, especially if you need it out there. This is gonna be a damn good video, guys. I'm excited for this one because I slept on this champion, like big time slept on this champion. And I know a lot of you guys out there probably have him. Was he like a fusion or a fragment summon? I don't know, it was years ago, man. I'm too fried to remember exactly when, but he is amazing, so much better than he was when he was introduced to the game. He's the reverse power creep, right? I was actually just kind of chillaxing watching a YouTube video. Does anybody say chillaxing?
How old are you?
Not since 1990. Anyway, I was watching Saf and Nub Raids over on Nub Raids YouTube channel, and they have this big hour-long video about blessings. I recommend you guys check it out. You love those guys, obviously. By the way, check out Saf and I on our Dragonair YouTube channel, collab only, Ash and Saf Dragonair. Anyway, I was watching them on this collab. You guys should check this out, all about blessings. And about 38 minutes in, check out what Saf says here.
I think a curious thing about temporal chains. Did you know that it actually decreases the clan boss's speed?
I did not know. I've also seen it pop up against Hydra. Does it work there, or is that just popping up?
Well, I have no idea what happens in Hydra.
Yeah,
when a head gets decapitated, all of a sudden temporal chains starts popping up.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
but they don't have a buff. They're dead. What's going on? Nobody really knows. But it does work on Hydra as well. If they have a buff, it will actually manipulate the boss's speed. The only other effect that affects clan boss in the same way is Ruel the Huntsman's passive.
Ooh, Ruel the Huntmaster's passive works that way as well. And it got me thinking, what's up with Ruel, man? He's been a while since we talked about this champion here. Let me get these headphones off, man. My ears need to breathe while I'm talking RSL, man.
Speak for yourself.
So Ruel the Huntmaster, man, Dark Elf, you guys remember this dude, right? Spirit affinity, he's got the bugs or the birds or whatever, the birds and the bees flying around him. He's a pretty dang cool, he looks cool, right? He looks cool, super squishy, almost a 1700 base attack. Insanely high. So why is this guy so special? Really, especially for Hydra, but I guess just in general, he really does have one of the most busted, broken passives inside all of Raid Shadow Legends, guys. I kind of want to start with it, but let's work on viewer retention. We'll get there. On the A1, Vile Arrows attacks one enemy, has a 65% chance of placing a decreased defense for 2 turns, transfers a random debuff from this champion to the target if the target's under Hex. On his A2, Unleash the Hunt attacks all enemies on a 3-turn cooldown, places an extra hit on enemies under Hex debuffs, will ignore 25% of each target's defense if there are 4 or more enemies under Hex debuffs. Again, a 3-turn cooldown. This has a 3 multiplier, but keep in mind, hopefully ignoring defense and getting a double hit. So essentially a 6 multiplier if you add them all up. On the A3, Stalk Prey, 4-turn cooldown, increase accuracy, big version on all allies for 2 turns. Then places Hex on all enemies for 2 turns. Also Perfect Veil on this champion for 2 turns. And while we're at it, let's fill this champion's turn meter by 50%, which does help mitigate the fact that it's a 4-turn cooldown. Man, what a strong kit, right? He's doing a lot of damage on the A2. Doing a little decreased defense, a little transfer of debuffs, and then he's got the increased accuracy, he's got the Hex, and he's got a Perfect Veil to keep him alive and mitigate, remember, a Perfect Veil, 15% AoE damage mitigation as well, right? Which is nice because he's a squishy little fella. All right, but Marked Query is really just insane. This was Saf was referring to in that video on Nub's channel. Decrease the speed of enemies under Hex debuffs by 5%. Just straight up. Works on Hydra, works everywhere. And decrease resistance of those enemies by 10%. Really nice. Not 10%. But it gets even better. Quite a lot better, honestly. Increase the damage enemies under Hex debuffs receive by 10%. Just flat out 10% more damage for everybody on your team, essentially, right? Done on every single Hydra head or wherever you're using this dude. 10% more damage from everybody, basically all the time, as long as you have another Hexer on the team to just make sure that we can keep that up, or a debuff extender on the team, which will help get those hexes to a 3-turn or longer duration, or a curse set on another AoE, preferably on the A1 champion on your team. There's several different ways to make sure that you always have hex up on enemies so you can take advantage of this insanity that is his passive. It's funny, well, let me just finish reading it here, right? Decreases the value of heals by 30%. Nice to have as well. These effects do not stack if multiple rules are on the same team, excuse me. So permanent decreased speed, decreased resistance, as well as the extra damage, the big one, and mitigates heal values. It's funny, when Ruel was introduced to the game, guys, and I'm going to show you how I have him built in the background here as I'm blabbing about him. When he was introduced to the game, he was just all right. He wasn't that great because Hex really sucked. I remember everybody, including yours truly, made a video about Ruel and Thea the Tomb Angel, right? Like, oh, look at this. Theoretically, they could be nasty.
Honestly, I don't even recall that situation.
Now they actually are nasty because they went back about 2 years ago, year and a half ago. They gave Hex a ginormous buff. Not only does it have extra utility, such as in Hydra Clan Boss, but it also actually deals damage, right? You get that damage boost to all enemies under Hex when their allies attacked, which is so powerful now. It's a must-have debuff for areas like Hydra Clan Boss now, and that takes a kind of a mediocre passive, you know, back in the day when he was released, to a super, super strong passive. And the more synergy they introduce to the game with Hex, the better he's gonna get.
How you like that?
All right, so I put him in lethal and perception. Obviously, we need accuracy, and we want some damage from this dude. He's one of the hardest hitters in the game, provided the target's under Hex. That's right, you heard that. One of the hardest hitters in the game, provided the target is under Hex. And really quickly, look at the multipliers here. Hellhades.com, they give him a really nice score. I was kind of surprised, but I agree. They give him, if you guys can see the screen, there we go. They give him a 4 overall grading. You can see the areas that he can be used in. He's a stud in basically every dungeon, a stud in Dark Fae. He's got a 3.2 multiplier on his A1, which is super solid. And then he has a 3 × 2 godlike breakdown on the A2. They even say it right here. Where is it? Here it is. In fact, Ruel has one of the hardest hitting AoE hits in the game, but it is considered a little awkward to set up. It's not very awkward anymore now that Curse Set has been redone with Hex and yada, yada, yada. So Hex is a lot more plentiful through a bunch of different vehicles or avenues in the game than it was back in the day when this was probably written. But yeah, incredible nuker. So we have crit damage on the gauntlets. We have attack percentage on the chest. We have attack percentage on the boots as well. Hey, if you can get them there, why not, right? Speed on the boots works as well. We do have HP on the banner. It could probably go accuracy. We're at 293 accuracy, a little low. But the nice thing is, my man brings increased accuracy. So you can get by with kind of a borderline accuracy total depending on where you are in the game.
You know what? That hurts.
Crit damage on the amulet, attack on the ring. We have no awakening on poor Ruel here, on the account. But hey, he has crit rate in all battles on the aura too. So if you wanted to, you could build a team with 80% crit rate, use him as the aura lead, and really start stacking up your damage. We do have War Master, a pretty typical Hydra Clan Boss build here. Life Drinker as well. We have Master Hexer. We have Sniper as well. Sniper is to help the decrease defense on the A1 ability. Everything else is 100% land rate. The Master Hexer is going to be great to increase the duration of said hexes on his A3, which again is on a 4-turn cooldown. He does have that 50% turn meter boost there on that skill too, which is really, really nice. So there it is, guys. If I did have a blessing, if I did have him awakened, you already know what I'd go with, man. It's cruelty. When in doubt, go cruelty, right? I think that's the old adage, right? I think Buddha said that. When in doubt, go cruelty. Or no, Confucius said that. All right, guys, before we jump into Hydra, let's give him a quick little arena test. I have him paired here with Mithrala as a hex applier before him, which is nice, so we don't have to open up with his A3, and he doesn't have to undergo the threat of polymorph as well. We can put that on Mithrala instead, who has obviously a lot higher on the accuracy. Let's go ahead and, or excuse me, resistance. Let's go ahead and just CC the enemy team so we can see our guy shine. So let's stun them, sure, whatever. Let's get a, yeah, let's just A1 here. And then let's put up the old Hex. Keep in mind here, guys, no decreased defense on any of the enemies. Granted, a very squishy team. We certainly don't need it. But let's go in here, get a little turn meter boost, and here it comes. Unleash the Hunt! And that was only the first hit. We didn't even get a chance to do the second hit. So we're looking at like 150k damage. Let's try one more squad here, guys. Let's try this team right here. A little bit tankier with a Duchess and a Krisk. So at least we can see that second hit, right? This team really doesn't even need a Krix here or a Lockout, to be fair. Just there in case, I guess, right? All right, let's remove those buffs. Let's stun everybody again. Let's just A1 here. And let's get to Mithrala. Let's apply the Hex. The increase attack as well for Ruel. And here we go, guys. Unleash the Hunt. Boom! Boom! And everybody's deado. There we go. There we go, guys. All right, let's go into Hydra Clan Boss and see what he can do there. Before I show you him on my main Hydra team, I put together kind of an all-epic team. Where was I using it? Oh, yes. It was Doom Tower. So we have Doom Tower Hard floor 104. This is the #1 search floor, by the way, when I searched Doom Tower Hard. So we're going to try to tackle it with an all-epic squad and the man, the myth, the legend, Ruel?
You don't even know my name.
Ruel the Huntmaster. So we have Tagore. I am the card-carrying president of the Tagore fan club, in case you weren't aware. Go ahead and register to join our club at www.ilovetagore more than any other epic and Raid Shadow Legends.com.
I don't like the extra attention.
We also have a Kempton on the squad, who might be the best pairing in the game for Ruel.
Don't call me.
Ruel.
My name is Ruel the Huntmaster.
The Huntmaster, because he has the triple hitter Hex and extends the duration of Hex. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to open up with the A2 of Tagore. We're going to decrease defense on everybody with Ugo. We're going to apply the Hex on everybody. Are you ready to unleash the Hunt? I feel like that's how he says the ability. There it is. Boom. Boom. Pretty nice damage there. These are level 295 mobs. It's no seer, but it's pretty dang good. Let's go ahead and cleanse those debuffs off. Let's start popping these guys off one at a time. Hey, happy belated Mother's Day to War Mother out there. Let's go this. Hey, who knows, guys? Maybe we'll see an Ugo revive here, you know? Ugo revives. It's kind of like a solar eclipse. It happens once every 20 years, but people absolutely love it, right? And myself included. All right, let's go back in here, do some of this, do some of that. I don't know. Everybody's going to die here, huh? From these bombs? That's no fun. Tagore's not going to die, and he'll revive everybody, so it's all going to be good. We're just going to keep A1 cycling here. Man, this is tricky stuff for an all-epic team and Ruel the Huntmaster, of course. All right, let's go after the big fella, Ignatius, first. Hopefully War Mother's not back on her bomb stuff. Don't you dare. Hands off, Ruel.
Please, just stop it.
Hands off. All right, War Mother, you're going down. I'm sorry. We're going to be set up for success on the second wave. Who do we have here? War Mother, Lord Shazar. Oh my gosh. All right, go in there, increase speed on everybody. Let's debuff everybody as well. Let's come in here, add those hexes. And should we do it? Of course we should do it. Let's try to smoke them all with the A2 again. Boom! Boom! Oh man, that's some nice damage. Obviously, decrease speed on everybody, more damage on everybody. The passive, you can see it's just like, I'm not sure if you guys are noticing, but that passive, it's just like mark quarry. It spams off of them, right? Marked quarry, you guys saw. All right, let's just A1 cycle for a little bit here. There it is, beautiful. Here we go. Round 3. What do we have? War Mother again. War Mother, Lord Shazar, Lysandra, Ghostborn, Richthoff, the Bold. Uh-oh. We don't have the A2 available right now. Let's go in with the A1 instead. Increase defense on a Kempton. Oh, no. We weren't able to A1 cycle enough. You did too much damage, Ruel. All right, here we go. Okay, Kempton can at least apply his hexes get an extra turn. I'm a little scared of, well, everybody, Lysandra especially. Look at all those poisons from a Kemptum. Stun everybody. Attaboy, here we go. Unleash the hunt. Boom! Boom! No decreased defense on that Unleash the Hunt. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and pretend it was bigger than it was. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, let's just pop them off. One at a time. And they all fall down like toy soldiers. There it is, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into... You can see Ruel putting out his nice little DPS there. Kemptum too, man. I mean, he's no slouch. Let's jump into Hydra Clan Boss and see this dude really shine. All right, guys, here we are in Hydra Clan Boss. Brutal difficulty. We have a Tuana Rock with the extra accuracy is helpful. We have Ruel the Huntmaster. We have Wall Master. We have Archer Queen, Cupidus, and Venus. This team is nasty. Talking about a lot of damage. Hey, little boy. Want to come say hi to people? It's been a while since you guys have said hi to Charlie or Charlie said hi to you guys. Say hi to everybody. Look at this big boy. Say hi right there. Say it right there.
Hi.
That's it? You have anything? What do you think about Ruel the Huntmaster? What do you think about him?
I don't know.
You don't know? Are you shy? There's not even anybody here. All right. Dead to almost done. Boop. All right, sorry about that interlude there, guys. Here we go. Just kind of the setup right now on Clan Boss. Don't get too excited or too disappointed, right? Gonna start decapitating some heads. Gonna start landing some debuffs. And here we go. See the marked quarry, marked quarry, marked quarry, marked quarry? That's how you know he's working. That's a lot of marked quarries all the time. Let's get ready to unleash the hunt. Come on, man. Unleash that hunt right now, do it. Oh, man, the A1, 325,000. Look at all that hex damage, guys. Just constantly. Look at all those red numbers. Unleash that hunt. Unleash it for us, man. Come on. Oh, this is some nice damage. This team is nasty. Unleash the hunt. That was like a lot. It was like 300,000 damage times 2 on everybody there, man. Oh man, this is a nasty little squad. I wish I could show you this entire run, but I can't. Suffice it to say, if I had to guess, I'd guess like 500, 600 million damage team here. But it is Mother's Day, and we're gonna go to Guma's house. We're gonna go to visit our Charlie's grandmother. So we have to get going in a moment here, but I had to share this with you guys. This dude is so good. I mean, he's so good, he will change your team. And again, at the risk of repeating myself, what he does is just not going to show up on the stat sheet. Everybody else is going to do everything better because of him on your team. Take advantage, guys. Take advantage of Ruel the Huntmaster. Very, very cool champion. I'm going to let you guys go, but you can see, man, I mean, hopefully you can see. Hopefully I did a decent job at illustrating how powerful he is. And Saf did a heck of a job just saying how special he was at the top of the video. So guys, that's gonna do it. If you have a Hydra Clan Boss powerhouse, right, that no one really talks about, kind of like our guy here today, let me know in the comments below. I love Hydra right now. I love Hydra. I love Arena. I'm just feeling the game honestly right now, guys. And I want to find more. I want to find more champions like this because it's so freaking cool and they provide so much value to the squad. I'm going to end this here. 40 million in 19 turns. I'd say that's pretty dang good. Let's go ahead and end the battle. He's not going to be the top damage dealer, but he's going to have significant like secondary damage for your team. Let's end the battle. I want to make sure I'm like paranoid that I'm going to keep result accidentally. But again, really solid damage there. 5, almost 6 million. Out damaging Venus, our other debuffer on the team. Kind of, you know, kind of hanging with Archer Queen, especially as the battle goes on. Keep in mind, unlike an Archer Queen, he doesn't have 2 AoE attacks. He only has that 1 AoE on the A2. So, you know, there's going to be a little bit of a damage trade-off for that. But either way, guys, this guy's insane. Take advantage of Marked Quarry. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.